EA Sports coverage of the NFL has come to East Asia in the bustling metropolis that is Tokyo, Japan. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs, taking on the Dragons of Tokyo. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are, as we are off and running on EA Sports.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
A man coming off an 1,100-yard campaign last year. Here's Travis Etienne. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down. You talk about this Chiefs defense.
They were terrific a week ago in the win over the Lions.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up.
This defense for the Chiefs, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out, how vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on the heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
From midfield now, Lawrence.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
All right, let's go. Heavy. Silver.
A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne.
And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
11,
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down.
Dancing to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
You talk about this Chiefs defense.
They were terrific a week ago in the win over the Lions.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it?
Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, Lawrence.
Fires one, but incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on third down.
A 44-yard attempt.
And McManus had a little too much slice on it. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
I'm about to say something that seems really obvious, but you hate to see your kicker miss on the opening drive because now you're starting to wonder what goes through his head. Is that going to affect him the rest of the game? Is he going to be able to bounce back? You want to show confidence later? What's going to go on with him right out of the gate with a miss?
Yeah, chance to grab the... Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 4. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
Forced out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll run with Etienne.
And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12.
56 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Throw right side, caught by Ridley. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. Etienne up the middle.
And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
3rd and 2, now Lawrence.
Steps away to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Now McManus will line up for the field goal. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. The kick by McManus is good, and that'll make it 3-0 here in the 1st.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
They go play fake. Mahomes.
He's got this to the rookie, Rashee Rice.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. $3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Throwing is Mahomes on third.
That'll be caught by James.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now here's Mahomes. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second.
Well, we've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open at all, and they swarmed him.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Mahomes going to throw. And that is incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Butker's kick here is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
On 2nd down, ETN once more.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
68 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
Second and 7, operating from the 34.
Here's Mahomes to throw.
That one caught by Rice. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. He'll drop this off to Pacheco. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Yellow.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's James. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Under pressure, and down he goes. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off, and he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
Easy. Read a 44. Read a 54.
Straight ahead, ETN. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Now, that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on 3rd down.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. Well, pretty woeful there, just 23 yards on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime.
Both these teams,
Coach,
no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Gutton and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
On second down, here's Mahomes. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17.
They're on the stop with Leo Chanel.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Stay right open.
They go play action now. Lawrence.
And this one is incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Go, let's go. Go.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
Just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away, and it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return.
And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Running left to give to Pacheco.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting. And even better,
Travis Kelce. That one good for 37 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City.
Kadarius Toney.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is now 10-3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Now ETN to start the drive.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
88 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here we go.
ETN once more. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here.
Escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
That was earning a 1st down the hard way. You want your quarterback to be a scrapper, but you also want to keep him upright. He paid for that 1st down by taking a big-time hit.
A handoff for ETN.
And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
On 2nd down, ETN once more.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
That's another.
Oh, let's go.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, I'm gun.
A give, running right, Etienne. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Travis Etienne, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dragons are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. But we are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th-quarter touchdown here, and we're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination. Guys,
Travis Kelsey! Look at the big man rumble. And he gets this one down to the 24. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Looking to throw is Mahomes. His throw incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. In motion right is Tony. Now here's a fake on the jet sweep as they'll go instead with Pacheco. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They need to make up some ground, and they did.
And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, it's exactly what you're looking for.
Traffic, and that's complete. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes it a 17-10 score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. plenty of time on the clock.
This is intercepted.
Trent McDuffie with a pick.
And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Mahomes now to throw.
He'll check this one down to Pacheco.
2 yards on the pickup there. 3rd and 7 now.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to make it 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Mahomes now on first down. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Now Mahomes. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
He hasn't really had a game to remember, but that conversion right there is something to hang his hat on late.
It certainly is. And in these situations, what you're really looking for is the guy who's not worried about his stats, not worried they didn't get 100 yards in a game, but will make that dirty, gritty run that you have to have.
And that's caught. It's Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce with career touchdown number 75.
And the Chiefs are on their way to a 2-0 start.
Butker on for the PAT. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Chiefs 24, Dragons 10.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll start on the ground. ETN.
Room here to run. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
160 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, it's kind of fitting. A couple days ago when we met with him, I said, what is it about your running game that's so effective? He said, I like to tag myself as elusive. He was pretty elusive right there.
And his teammates appreciate that because they know they don't have to hold their blocks for very long. As one of them told us, if I just breathe some bad breath on the guy in front of me, That's all I need to do, and he's gone.
On first down, right back to Etienne.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Here's second and a yard.
Great job.
On second down, a run with Etienne.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
A loss of 2 yards. It's now third down and 3.
On third down, here's Etienne.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
They go play action with Lawrence.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Another tote for Etienne.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
Here now, second and goal.
The 7-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
Here's a give to Etienne.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, you know they're going to look his way in the 2-minute drill, but that time he was blanketed, and they forced the incompletion. May need some teammates to step up in this spot.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's fourth down. Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence.
Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt, and the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And he will have a Chiefs first down. And that's the one that should seal the victory.
It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Here's first and 10.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 33-yard line.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Mahomes going to throw it here. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Mahomes pass intercepted.
This is 1st and 10.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
A final shot now for Lawrence. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Chiefs, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll head back home next week to take on